Welcome to the next video, which is problem solving with simultaneous equations. So again, like in this kind of situation, you're solving simultaneous equations just like you were before. The only thing is the question's not presented to you in the form of two equations. The question's presented to you in the form of a sentence. And from the information given to you in that sentence or sentences, you're asked to turn that information into two equations, for example, and then to use either elimination or substitution or calculator method to solve for the two unknown variables. This is a good little thing to do. So you should follow these steps to solve problems involving simultaneous equations. You need to decide on the two unknowns. A classic is call one of them x to find the other one as y, is a good idea. Don't forget the units. I only tend to put the units in my final answer. So you might want to say, don't forget the units in the final answer. That's more important. Don't put them with x and y because that's confusing. Step 2, you need to write down the two equations connecting x and y based on the information you're given. Then once you've written your two equations, you can solve the equations simultaneously using any method you prefer. Using any method you like. So try to think, what were the methods that we've learnt? We've learnt like substitution, elimination, TI, inspire. You might want to use one like that one or that one. For now, because imagine you don't have access to a TI Inspire. Imagine it was a non-calculator paper. So you probably for now want to practice your substitution and elimination, and you can check your answers using the TI Inspire. Yay. So let's have a look at an example. Just scroll down so we can see what's going on. Yay. Okay, so here we go. Find two numbers, so two numbers, which have a sum of 37. So sum means add, and a difference of 11. Difference means subtract. Similar to, like, sum is the result of adding. Difference means, what have I just done there? Difference means subtract, the result of subtracting. Some other two words that might be useful to know are product. Product, remember, is the result of multiplying, and quotient is the result of dividing. So that might be kind of good little terms to remember. So find two numbers which have a sum of 37 and a difference of 11. So let's define, let the two numbers be x and y. X and y. That might be nice to do. So have I followed one of the steps from above? Let's see. There you go. Decide on the two unknowns, for example, x and y. Now we're going to write down two equations connecting x and y based on the information. So the two equations, one equation could be two numbers which have a sum of 37. So that means if you added the two numbers together, the answer would be 37. That's what equation 1 is about. And next one, a difference. Find two numbers that have a difference of 11. So you can go x minus y equals 11. You could have done y minus x equals 11. Doesn't matter, because we just need to say in the end if the two numbers are something and something. Okay, so we've got equation 1 and equation 2. You can either do substitution or elimination. I've chosen elimination. And here's equation 1, here's equation 2, just because I like to do elimination. So my little plan for my elimination method, my plan will be, let's see, we could either eliminate x or we can eliminate y. I'm going to choose to eliminate y because I think that's awesome. I'm going to do equation 1 plus equation 2, and that will eliminate y. You could have chosen to eliminate x instead. So I always like to rewrite it all, because that's me. So let's go x plus y equals 37, x minus y equals 11. we're going to add the little thingies because I said equation 1 plus equation 2. Now let's work out what our lovely little answer is going to be. X plus x is 2x, plus y plus minus y cancel to 0. 37 plus 11 is 48. So what's our x? Our x is 24. So now we're going to sub x equals 24 into either equation. What am I going to sub into? I'm going to sub x equals 24 into equation 1. So I'm going to use x plus y equals 37. Let's sub in x equals 24. 24 plus y equals 37. Y equals 37 minus 24. So our lovely little y is, what's 30 minus 20? It's 10. What's 7 minus 4? It is 3. No, that's not it. It's 13. What am I doing? Okay, 13. Because 24 plus 13 is 37. So now let's write our solution. Don't forget to write our solution. So the numbers, when it's a real life problem like this, you want to write your answer as a sentence. The numbers are 24 and 13. Doesn't matter if you wrote the numbers are 13 and 24. They're not asking us to say exactly what x and y is. Looks like a B, so I'm going to rewrite that. They're just saying what are the two numbers is all they want to know. So with these problem solving ones, our answer tends to be a sentence. We set that up here at the top as well, there's a little list of things to do. Give your answer in sentence form. Yep, see that? That's important. With these problem solving ones, we tend not to write them as coordinates. So give your answer in sentence form. Let's say, rather than coordinates. In these problem solving ones. Whereas before we wrote our answers as coordinates, you could also write them as x equals y equals, but coordinates are nice. And yeah, in this case in the problem solving ones they want your answer in sentence form. Go back and check, is that what they asked? Find two numbers, yep. So the two numbers are 24 and 13. We probably want to check our answers now because we want to be nice and OCD, don't we? Let's do it. So now let's check. I tend to check with the other equation, don't I? So I used x plus y equals 37 before. Now I'm going to use x minus y equals 11 to check. So let's sub in x is 24. 24 minus, what's our y? Where is it? There it is in red. 13. Does it equal 11? Let me just scroll down. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. What's 24 minus 13? It's 11. Yay! Left-hand side equals right-hand side. So we've checked. That's awesome. Save our work. Oh, how else could I check? If I have a little awesome little calculator, how else can I check? Let's grab out our TI Inspires. So let's check on here. So imagine if it was non-calc, we should definitely show working out whether it's calc or non-calc, but if it was the calc paper, you can check your answers. So remember to check it. I prefer this one. I go to normal calculate and go menu. This is an algebra thingy. Solve systems of linear equations. There, two equations, x and y, sounds good to me. Let's put in our two equations. It was x plus y, I use the original equation, x plus y equals 37, x plus y equals 37. I'll type that right, it's really small on my screen so I'm having trouble seeing it. Next one, x minus y equals 11, x minus y equals 11, enter, 24, 13, yay. So that was a nice little way to check as well. Always good to know these short little methods. What's next? One more. Another real lifey thingamajiggy. So 2 adult tickets and 3 children's tickets to a baseball match cost 45. So we're guessing something plus something equals 45. while 3 adults and 4 children's tickets cost $64. Find the cost of each type of ticket. You might want to say let A equal adult ticket cost. You might want to say C equals child ticket cost. You could have used X and Y if you prefer as well. It's good to have a little plan, because when you come to the end, like X equals Y equals, you might forget what do they actually read and represent. So having this at the beginning just makes it easy for you to look and write that sentence at the end, in terms of which one's the adult ticket, which one's the child's ticket. Now let's write 2 awesome equations. So 2 adult tickets, so 2 adult tickets, and so and is plus 3 children's tickets, costs 45. Costs 45. Now units are consistent. Next one, well, 3 adult tickets and 4 children's tickets cost 64. And that's fine, because $64 and $45, the units are consistent. Find the cost of each type of ticket. So they want us to work out what A is, and they want us to work out what C is. And our units will be in dollars. Let's make a little note of that. Units are dollars for our final answer. You can use elimination or you can use substitution. Again, I'm digging on elimination for this one just because of the way it's set up. So, yeah. Do you want to eliminate your A or do you want to eliminate your C? Totally up to you. I'm going to randomly pick A. So let's write a little plan. Dodgy little plan. So, dodgy little plan. To eliminate A, the lowest common multiple is 6A. So I'm going to need to turn 2A into 6A, I'm going to need to multiply equation 1 by 3. So 3 times equation 1. And it's elimination. So that's going to make 6A, and then to make the bottom 6A disappear, we're going to have to subtract. Because 2A and 3A, they're both positive, so we need to subtract to make it all eliminate. To make the 3A become 6A, we're going to need to multiply the bottom equation by 2. 2 times equation 2. That's our plan. It's good for the plan because it's kind of hard to keep track of what's going on. Let's start to set that up. So I'm going to do 3 times equation 1 gives us 6A. 3 times 3C is 9C equals, what's 45 times 3? So think what's 45 times 3? 40 times 3 is 120. 5 times 3 is 15. So 120 plus 15 is 135. And now minus 2 times equation 2. So 2 times equation 2 we'll do underneath. 2 times 3A is 6A, of course. 2 times 4C is plus 8C. 2 times 64, what's 2 times 60? 120. What's 2 times 4? 8. And 28. And it's subtract. So the reason why we're subtracting is because we want the A's to eliminate. So if I did 6A plus 6A, we'd get 12A. It's not going to eliminate. So we need to do 6A minus 6A. Nice. So 6A minus 6A is going to eliminate. What's 9? It's not 9C plus 8C. Remember, it's 9C minus positive 8C, which just gives you C. Now what's 135 minus 128? Try to think 128, you need to add 2 to get it up to 30, and then add another 5 will give you 7. So we've just found what the cost of a child's ticket is. So now find A by subbing C equals 7 into either equation. Either equation. Which equation? Up to you. So looking at the original, I tend to look at the original ones though, because I might have made a mistake in my kind of ones that I've written in black. So if I just go back to my original ones, I'm likely to pick up if there's been a mistake in my process somewhere. So use your original ones, and we want to find A. 2A is easy to solve than 3A for me, so that's personally why I've chosen to do. use 2a plus 3c equals 45 to sub into. We don't know what a is, plus 3, we do know that c is 7 equals 45. Keep going. 2a plus 21 equals 45. 2a equals 45 minus 21. What's 40 plus 21? It's 25, 24. So a equals 12. So our solution is appearing to be an adult ticket. Remember, we need to write our solutions to problem solvings as sentences. An adult ticket costs, don't forget the units, it's dollars, $12, and a child ticket costs $7. Now we're just going to check that answer. Here's our lovely answer written as a sentence. Now we're going to check that baby. I tend to check with the other equation, as I said. The other equation was above 3a plus 4c equals 64. So 3, let's aim it to be 12, plus 4, c was 7. Does that equal 64? So 36 plus 4 times 7 is 28 equals 64. What's 30 plus 20? It's 50. What's 6 plus 8? It's 14. 50 plus 14 is 64. So, yay. We'd have another here. Left hand side equals right hand side. So notice my final solution was written as a sentence. That's very important. These little problem solving things. And they're going to be applied to all sorts of situations, like maybe it's to do with geometry, like one side equals a certain amount and another side equals a certain amount, like in a rectangle, and so on. But yeah, that's the end of the lesson for now. I should stop talking. See you.